Tornado debris now at Sims Gin Roads. We're talking less than 30 seconds from the Lee-Pontotoc County line. Within the next minute to 2 minutes, based on where we have it now, to McPherson Road on the west side of Tupelo. Call people, make sure they know. Our next scan will probably be right, I would place it at this exact instant, right there. That's where our tornado is. So as I pull this off, we put on basically every location that we can get on here. As you can see, Bissell 124, 121 Big Hill Methodist Church. And you can see we continue to kind of pull on other locations on here. Tupelo Airport 126, current time is 1:22, 4 minutes away, okay? So that means unless something changes, in the next 4 minutes is going to basically be to Coley Road. Your moments are ticking away. You have to be in a tornado safe place. These are strong tornadoes that we have seen tonight. We have had this thunderstorm here. Obviously a situation we have to be very careful with. I'm going to give me a half second here. Hey, I'm on the air with this. You got something? Okay, we're fairly close to getting to the high school there. So I'm talking to folks with Tupelo schools here for a second as they got folks pulling into high school, thunderclap and everything. So for you specifically, there's a hope that it pulls a little north. I would say to the high school, we're talking no more than about 4 to 5 minutes, okay? 4 or 5 minutes. Now listen. Now listen, it has weakened just a little bit, so there's some hope there, but it actually is probably closer to 3 minutes to 2 minutes, okay? Okay, good luck. Bye. Okay, the reason that was worth taking is because they, obviously one of the big storm shelters in Tupelo is at the high school in town. And so, unfortunately, folks pulling in at the last possible second, that happens with these overnight storms. If there is a blessing of any kind of blessings, this has broadened just a little bit in the last couple of moments here. I still show debris, and that debris showing up just south of West Main Street, actually drifting more toward the high school there, where we were looking at a moment ago. So there is at least some positive hope on this at the moment that this could be weakening just a little bit. I mean, look at this with me, John.
View southwest over toward the school.
Okay, are you looking at which one, Tupelo Tower Cam?
I'm looking, no, not with both Tower Cam, and I got a view from 45 and Eastern Boulevard that's looking toward the school. And it's trying to figure, it looks something ominous in the distance on the left side, but I can't place it very well.
Okay,
every now and then.
Lightning. In Tupelo Tower Cam, up top, we're not going to have anything. So we got that other one. We'll leave the other one up here for a moment with us.
At 45 on the south side here, Eastern Boulevard.
Okay. Reminder one more time that if your signal goes out for whatever reason, we are streaming live on KZ 103 and 95.1 The Farm. Okay? We've seen some weakening. I'm hoping that continues on this storm. But I don't want you to read too much into that at this point here. We've got to be in our tornado safe place if we live in Tupelo, because even if it briefly weakens, these storms have produced new tornadoes again and again, and that could be a possibility. But as of the latest information we still have, I'm still confirming tornado debris on this thunderstorm near Hancock Road, just west of Coley Road, west of Road 261, right along the Highway 6 West Main area. This is our area of circulation there. Let's circle it for you. Give me 2 seconds to check on Itawamba County. Just make sure that one's not producing at this moment. They've just been so fast to do so. Let me double check. I don't have a tornado on this one yet, so we got to come back. We have a high population center being impacted by this tornado at this time. So current time is 1:25. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lopon. You're watching WTVA 9 News alongside our meteorologist John DeLusick and our Craig Ford behind the scenes here. The tornado circulation is starting to tighten up a bit more in Itawamba County. If you live in northern Itawamba County, I need you in your tornado safe place. That'd be the lowest floor of a sturdy structure. A small windowless room where you can wrap up in blankets and pillows, put on a helmet to protect yourself from debris, and stay there until we can give you the all clear. As I clear off that circle, I got to make it bigger. Not because the tornado's bigger, but because the uncertainty is greater. And that's a good thing. Uncertainty is a great thing when it comes to tracking tornadoes. Unfortunately, I still am getting tornado debris, and I show that pretty much over top of the Tupelo High School area there. So hopefully those folks going into the dome or in shelter, say a little prayer for them tonight. You know, it's the folks that are in the cars and mobile homes. That is always our greatest concern. Those are always our unsafe places. And if you live downstream of this in Fulton, for example, if you live, I mean, let's be honest there, Moorville, we're probably too late to get to any place else. Mantachie, this is probably a little south of you. But Fulton, you're downstream of this. There are storm shelters. Get more information there. Of course, you're northern into Wamba County. You can't be going anywhere right now. We're making the best we can of what we have. As I check the wind mode here, still showing circulation that could be a tornado attempting to regenerate, or could still be a tornado ongoing in the Tupelo area. I'm looking on the south side of town. I'm looking here. This is Cliff Kukin. This is Spring Lake Subdivision. This is going to be Lee Acres, Lawndale there, the medical center, all in the path of this circulation that's moving through the south side of Tupelo now. As we check out that camera, John, you still got that camera up? Okay, John's going to get it back up for us.
I'm going back up to it. I was looking north.
Okay, whenever you.
Hang on, okay. Let me. I was trying. I had a good shot.
I'll pull it up here. Let's pull up Tupelo. We're going to look at Eason. And we're going to look back at all the different directions on that at the second here. The storm is re-strengthening, okay? This is the one we'd be looking at, and this circulation is starting to strengthen again right there as we look back toward the west into it. John, keep that camera up. We might go to
Tupelo, I got north 278. There we go. Got some wind. Got some good strong wind right now.
Okay, John. Okay, let's check where the debris is showing up on here. I still show debris. Though lighter return, hopefully it's debris settling out, but over Spring Lake.
Got some very strong wind. Hey, Matt, northbound. North, I got...
Okay, give me a second, John. Okay. I see that wind is from the west to the east, so we're north 145 and 278. That's basically north side of Verona there along Gloucester Street. Where Gloucester Street goes into Verona, strong winds. That camera definitely jostling around associated with that. Notice the shift in wind direction. It has a little more this direction. It's ingesting that into our developing tornado there. So I think our tornado could be attempting to redevelop. If it, God, call some folks, make sure that they're not on the phone, not on the road for this. This is not a time we need to be on there. Let's get a new storm track on this based on where we expect this to reform, which is on the south side of Tupelo. Let's double check to make sure that is accurate, that's where we expect it to. Precipitation mode does not give us a whole lot, and wind mode is at least somewhat broader than it had been. That would be our spot. Let's double check here. The Audubon subdivision, where our circulation is still showing up. Approaching ICC Tupelo, the South Green Street area, and it's going to track along Eason. Again, John, still, which camera do you got up? Okay. John, give me Eason West and let's hold it, okay? And let's stay on that camera. Eason West, I'm gonna, and the only place we might go is 278 eventually, okay? But we're not doing that. Let's stick on Eason West here for a few moments, okay? Going back to the wind mode again. No confirmation there. Still showing debris here south of the medical center, but a lot of times when it gets lighter like this, that's debris settling out of this. If it gets flung up 15,000 feet or so, this slowly settles out. So I do not think that is new tornado debris on this thunderstorm. I think that is old tornado debris settling out of it at this moment. Still, I'll say this is a fairly tight interaction right along there. So basically this is going to be from the medical center back toward the south and east, where I'd have this at this moment there from basically the Cooper Tire Plant. That's where this is attempting to redevelop right now in Tupelo, moving along Easton Boulevard there toward ICC Tupelo. Those are the most likely locations to have some impact right now. Debris is something I cannot confirm at this instant, thankfully, but looking at that latest scan there, again, it is strengthening once again. So I do think, as we circle this, that our tornado is attempting to redevelop here. Oh, there goes my power. Let's see if we can hold on to it. If we lose power, we're going to be on Facebook Live, okay? There's 2 Facebook Lives going. It's going to be on the second one of those, okay? So I've lost some stuff behind the scenes, but it does look like we are still officially on the air, even though I can't hear anything right now. I don't know if you can hear me. Let's hope you can. As we take this wider, let's get a storm track out. Snap a picture of this. Oh, we off the air. Let's find out. Oh, we're barely hanging on. Check, check, check. Barely hanging on here. We're still on Fox and Me TV. Okay. So we are still on Fox and Me TV. On a storm that we believe is a tornado that's attempting to regenerate. Let's look up here, Itawamba County, as we come back to Itawamba County here for a moment. Tracking that storm there near Jericho Road. No tornado debris on that one there. Northern Itawamba County about to move into Alabama. Red Bay, we need to be in our tornado safe place for Red Bay. Okay, so Red Bay, I'll show you 136, 141 for Seven Pines, Halltown, 142 and 145 there in Burnout. As we bring things back to the Tupelo area, again, high population center with an impact here from this tornado. We have a new tornado that's touched down, unfortunately, just south of ICC Tupelo. Yes, we have a tornado on the ground once again. We've probably had damage along 45 that would be very near where the Cooper Tire plant was. Craig, I don't know if you overheard that. Okay. Unfortunately, new TDS. And TDS in my chat with the, that's got to go to Memphis. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go east from Eason. East from Eason is going to have it.
Two.
Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. I mean, we've had some power issues there. So, new tornado on the ground moving toward, that would be State Park, along State Park Road in the general direction there of potentially Moorville, but we're looking at Tom Bigby State Park. This is a strengthening tornado on the ground once again causing damage. We mentioned before we got knocked off of NBC that it was possible that this could re-strengthen. It certainly has. Well, we've taken a power hit here. I am going to attempt to reset my monitors for a moment. Give me a moment while I do that. A couple of different ways here. So I'm going to turn that off. Turn it on here. New tornado warning, by the way, is what you hear coming across my phone. A new tornado warning for this thunderstorm that it continues to be a damaging tornado potentially. Call Carol Moore. Call someone I know in advance of that. We'll see if she is out of the way of that. This is going to be north side there of Plantersville. Yeah, that is a strong tornado return.
I got it.
You good? Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, good, bye. Okay, so this is moving toward Road 1113, a strong tornado on the ground doing damage as we speak, moving there along 1050 toward Tom Bigby State Park. Can someone verify for me that we are right now live on the app? Check to make sure we are live. Check to make sure we have audio. Thank you. This is a significant tornado on the north side of Plantersville. As I check the wind mode there, the wind is not as obvious, but this is a clear-cut tornado debris signature. There's no question about that. I mean, the reason this exists is because of what, unfortunately, is going on here in this tornado that is on the ground on the southeast side of Tupelo. So I put it approaching Tom Bigby State Park. Right now, a large and potentially violent tornado on the ground at this moment here, continuing to strengthen. Unfortunately, it's in a development phase, but there's a lot of things for it to hit out here. A lot of trees, some pretty roads that aren't going to be so pretty tomorrow, unfortunately, based on this. So prayers needed to hope that this lifts here pretty soon as it tracks along State Park Road. And unfortunately, I know that there are a lot of mobile homes and unsafe places that are along this road as well. Cars, trucks, mobile homes are places we don't need to be. We need to be in small windowless room. A place where we can wrap up in blankets and pillows, put on a helmet to protect ourselves from debris, and stay there until we can give you the all clear. Again, Tom Bigby State Park is in the path of this. A lot of folks that consider themselves residents of Moorville, on the south side of Moorville, in the path of this storm, in the path of this tornado, causing damage as we speak. Our meteorologist, John DeLucic here. John, what do you got?
Take 2. He's pointing out.
Take 2, what do you got on 2?
He got some video on 2 of the possible tornado.
On 2?
Yeah.
No. What on 2?
The video of the tornado on gate.
I need it on 3.
Okay, you don't get it on 3.
If you can get it on 3, I can show it. I can't show it otherwise.
Okay.
What do we got going on here? Who's all still on KZ 103? Still on the radio, a lot of other spots there. Yes, are we live on the app? Can you hear me? Good. Okay. So we need to go to the other storm for 2 seconds here because getting reports that one could be producing a tornado, about to produce a tornado as well. National Weather Service watching that one near Red Bay. This would be up near Belmont. Yes, near Belmont. Just east of Belmont. Looks like we might have had, that's an interesting position. Yeah, we might have had a tornado touchdown there as well, moving toward Pleasant Site. It's going to be a quick track here. There's our direction, Pleasant Site 143, moving toward you. This is a tornado on the ground at this moment doing damage just east of Belmont, northern portions of Franklin County, Alabama. So take a screenshot. Folks that live out there near Highway 11, Jimmy Raper Road, in northern Franklin County. Tornado confirmed on the ground doing damage as we speak. We're going to revisit that here in a moment. Large tornado, potentially large tornado on the ground here over top of Tom Bigby State Park. As you can see on the top of your screen there, this is a large tornado producing considerable damage. Unfortunately, moving near County Road 149. Let's talk time to Mississippi Highway 371. So this is going to be approaching Mississippi Highway 371 within the next 3 minutes or so. So within 3 minutes, it should be to Mississippi Highway 371. It'll be to County Road 1439 in 2 minutes, and in less than 1 minute, to County Road 12, I believe that's 1282. So this is a strong tornado on the ground doing damage as we speak here, as we just continue to have reports coming in from folks here all around the area about what's going on here as we continue broadcasting live here. And we are back on NBC, it does look like, at this moment here. A lot of folks making sure I know that we're on the app and we're everywhere else like that. Appreciate all the folks that take care of me as we try to take care of you. Appreciate that. Our debris signature is less impressive this scan. I think we still have a tornado doing damage here, approaching Mississippi Highway 371 in Ballardsville and Dorsey. This is on a track that would take it very close to Fulton. I don't know if I've had you in a storm track, Fulton. I apologize for that. Been in a little too close, perhaps, on Tupelo because of that. Let me see if I can extend this out and get some times there. So as I go back to the debris mode here on Storm Track Doppler radar, we need to adjust our track. That's not a good track. That's a better track. So we are looking at Ballardsville at 143, Dorsey 145, Fulton 153, Clay Community 158, 207 Eastman, Bounce Crossroads 209, and Scottsville at 214. This is a tornado that is likely still causing damage. It doesn't look quite as strong as it did just a minute ago here, but it is potentially still causing damage at this moment. So we need to take this seriously and be in our tornado safe place. That, of course, is the lowest floor of a sturdy structure, a small windowless room where you can wrap up in blankets and pillows, put on your helmet to protect yourself from debris, and stay there until we can give you the all clears. You can see considerable damage possible out of what has previously, within the last few minutes, been a large tornado and could potentially still be. Radar's not perfect, and any positives I gave you a second ago on that tornado debris signature should be erased now. That has strengthened a bit more. The debris looking a little more concentrated than a minute ago. Typically, if your tornado is lifted, it's going to get lighter blue, lighter blue, lighter blue. This has not done that. And this is moving more southeast. East-southeast. John, check the angle with me, at least on the debris. Yeah, it's moving more east and maybe even just east-southeast.
Yeah.
It might turn right a little bit. Snap a picture of this. You know somebody that lives in Fulton, live in Itawamba County, lives south of Moorville. Snap a picture, send that to them. We got to go wide for a second here. I need to make sure there's not something else that we are missing. Okay? As I clear that out, we have additional severe thunderstorm warnings out there that we're watching. We're going to have to revisit the one up around the Red Bay area. As we look at Storm Track Doppler radar, still watching again some broad circulation out there, Calhoun City. We talked about this earlier. They're just going to do a long track on this. How about that? Just a nice long track.
Was that from Northern
Why?
Monroe
Because we have some folks that were hit last week. And so this is a severe thunderstorm warning where rotation has been detected, but I cannot at this moment confirm a tornado touchdown on this. But there hasn't been a ton of lead time between, hey, it looks like it's rotating, to bam. So there's your track for folks in Amory, 2:50-ish in the morning. I know you're watching this very closely. I don't blame you for any nervousness that you might have. Yes, John.
5-10 minutes ago, Gabe saw the tornado. He's got video. It's on our share that we have, the WTVA. You know, we have the weather page with with all the.
I don't know anything.
With all the all the weather folks on there. The WTVA right there off of our Gmail.
Okay, but our chat.
Yeah, our chat. Yes.
I don't see it in the chat.
It should be.
Here's Gabe Northman.
I do have Gabe right here.
Okay, let's talk to Gabe real quick here. Okay, Gabe. All right, this is our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, who, where are you at right now?
So we're in southern Lee County along 45, and we're staring at the tornado right now. We're about 10 miles south of it, so we're out of the way of it, but it is on the ground. It is massive, and it is doing damage. Lots of lightning associated with it. There are still cars out on the road. They need to get shelter now. Tornado sirens going off in Shannon right now, so it's still a little bit west, but it's moving east. It's moving east fast. It's still massive and on the ground.
To clarify, I have it basically on the Itawamba-Lee County line is where I show my debris right now. I just want to make sure that that's where we're looking.
Yes. So we're on 45 basically in the center of Lee County, or center of the southern portion, and we're staring northwest right now. And
Northeast, correct? Northeast?
Yes, northeast, sorry.
Okay. So there you are. So confirmation from our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, of what is a large tornado still on the ground doing damage as he is looking at this from 45. He's looking toward the Richmond community, a damaging tornado. As you can see, that this whole blue area you see there, that is all there because of tornado debris on this thunderstorm. So Ballardsville, Abney, this is going to be tracking toward I-22. Gabe, I'm going to keep you on the phone with me here just so you can tell me as you see it adjust. Now, I know the rain curtain at some point here is going to come around, and that might impede your view, but just let me know as you see it. Still on the ground?
Yes, so there's an open field beside Highway 45, and we can see it. It's gone across that whole Lee County area, basically stretching from west to east, and yeah, it's still on the ground. Every flash of lightning we get, we can just see that funnel. And it's also hard because it's rain wrapped. And so navigating that funnel within it is difficult, but I mean, it's there.
Okay. Question. John said you sent it in. Where did you send it?
So I posted it on my Twitter, on Gabe.
On your Twitter. Okay. Okay, let's pull it from his Twitter, put it in our chat. Can we do?
It's there, Craig. It's there.
Which chat? Is it in the newsroom chat?
WTVA weather chat.
Okay, I need you to come over here and show me where it is because I can't find it.
That's
the severe weather chat. This one.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, that's okay.
Okay, so let's pull up Gabe's video here. Okay, we've got your video up here as you were watching this as it came through the area. So this, I'm actually going to keep it small for a moment here.
And that was earlier on when it was in central Lee County. So it's progressed a little bit since then.
Okay. So as you can see, and I have some locations there showing up. The Power Zone Gym we show at 149, Friendship Church 150, Fulton 154. Our current time is 145. So 9 minutes into Fulton. This is a tornado that has produced damage and it's continued to do so as it works its way into Itawamba County. So it is crossing out of Lee County, moving into Itawamba County. Let's do some all clears. You live in Tupelo, all clear from this storm. And you're right. I can see what you're talking about there. You do have to wait for flashes to see it. That's rough looking. So I appreciate that. Is it still on the ground from your vantage point now? Because
yes, it's still. We just got a flash of lightning. So we're actually going to go down 45 south and try and stay just south of it, but monitor it because there's another field we can get and catch up with it and continue to monitor it. So
okay,
we're about to navigate towards that way.
Be smart, be careful. Always more important to get you back than have a picture of a tornado, okay?
Yes, sir, we'll do.
Okay,
Stay
be
safe
careful.
there too.
Well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. So meteorologist Gabe Maynor, as you saw a video of this tornado when it moved through portions of Lee County just a little bit ago. I appreciate that, John. Here is this. Let's reset here for a moment. Tornado debris still detected on Storm Track Doppler radar, though I do not at this instant have as well-defined circulation showing up. I still show that debris. That's what this blue area is right there near Kyle Road. This is moving toward, of course, the Fulton area pretty much as we speak. And I'm curious as to why Fulton itself is not coming up on that list. So let's get all that stuff off of there, and let's make sure that it specifically says the word Fulton. I need to see that on here. Yes, John.
Got confirmation. I know some folks at Cooper Tire.
Let's pop John's mic up. Let's make sure John's mic is on. You got confirmation. And let's go ahead and put you over there in the Weather Center, and we'll get the shot on there for you. And I don't know if we can reset the IFB over there. I'll have to check that in a minute so we can hear behind the scenes. So as I get this on there to make sure, for whatever reason, Fulton is not popping onto this map, and I do not know why. Well, okay, because downtown Fulton isn't there. Okay. So let's pull out this.
Are we safe to send people out to check damage in Tupelo?
Got Cooper Tire.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Oh, man, it did hit it. Okay. So are we safe to send people out in Tupelo? Probably. Yes. Yes, we are. New tornado warning down here, though, from Calhoun County, stretching there, as you can see, into Houston, Okolona. Let's look at this. This is Doppler radar indicated rotation. These are folks that we have not had it before. This is maybe just covering some tail feathers here, but there are areas of rotation. Considering the history we've had, safe is better than sorry. Agree? I think I would. Okay, so let's track. I'm going to track the leading edge of this at 50-ish miles per hour. We'll say 55. We need to change this to 50. 50 miles per hour from Vardaman, Calhoun City, Slate Springs. That's what we're watching there, moving eastward. So there's our track. There are some times. While we're talking about this, as you heard a moment ago, confirmation of at least some damage at Cooper Tire. That would have been with the second generation of that storm as it strengthened there. Also reports of trees and power lines down and a gas leak in the Golden area from the North Mississippi Storm Chasers and Spotters, working to confirm that at this moment here. So unfortunately, this has turned into a violent evening for severe weather, and hopefully this does not get any worse. Our Ethan Foster with a video coming in here. I believe he's with our Gabe Maynor. Let's see what he had to show us here a moment ago as they're looking back toward that tornado. I think Gabe's likely looking on the phone while he's talking to me there, and we'll see if it's some lightning strikes. I'm going to make this slightly smaller. You can see that in the middle. Look there for a second like you got one flash. You could see
I know some folks that work at Cooper
There's
Goodyear.
some rain, so I can't say 100% sure on that shot there. Most of what you see there is a rain curtain wrapping around, and the tornado will probably be back in there. Very difficult to see, so you'd have to have lightning strike in just the right spot. So as we come up here north, we in Fulton have to be in our tornado safe place. This is a tornado that has been confirmed to cause damage on multiple occasions recently, could still potentially be doing that. I see the area on precipitation mode where things are flowing in here, trying to wrap back around this, moving there toward the south side, as you can see, of Fulton, south of I-22, where it is the strongest as it's moving in. So we have to be in our tornado safe place if we live in Fulton. This is a situation that could be a life-threatening situation if not taken seriously. It looks like I have lost some internet connection on one of my connections here to where we talk back and forth with the National Weather Service. So let me take a second here to make sure I have that all the way back up and going. As we look here in the description, still observed tornado, extremely dangerous one moving into parts of Fulton. Even though the wind mode here is a little bit less conclusive, I still have some debris floating overhead, possibly drifting into the Fulton area. This storm on multiple occasions has produced tornadoes and could be trying to produce another one again. I got to check up here toward Pleasant Site, up here where we previously had that tornado again. We know we had close to the Golden area. Yep. Right there, that's what it would have been. There's Golden, and that was tornado debris. About 1:30, we had that there, as you can see. One particularly long-lived, but likely had a damaging tornado there. As I widen this out just a little bit and we try to go back to the precipitation mode, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop. We're going to take a look here at the whole thing and get a sense for what we're dealing with. So we have 3 tornado warnings, one maybe, one recently strong, and another maybe. The thinking is that tornadoes, if they occur tonight, can quickly strengthen into strong tornadoes. We've seen that multiple times in the last hour. And unfortunately, it's possible we could see it again. Current time is 1:51. We're watching from Lloyd to Calhoun City. As we're looking here, I show near Calhoun City where the lightning has intensified kind of on the front end of this here. But we're also seeing, as I go back to the precipitation mode, some rotation back out there closer to the Derma area. We'll be approaching Vardaman. Let's just go ahead and track any of these areas of rotation like there's something more. So as I track that east, again, speed